What up, YouTube Digital? Here we go. This guy, Nick Trossos, DROSSOS, look up Defense Against a Sucker Punch. And, you know, he's got a lot of really good points, but a lot of people he does his tricks with are complete amateurs who know nothing. So, of course, they're not going to win.
Is your body language. Your body language is the threat. You can tell me what you want. Don't turn the camera that way. You won't be able to see it. I don't care what you're telling me. It's the way that you're moving that will be a threat to me. Do you angle off? Am I looking around before my strike? Am I clenching my fist? Am I coming near? Am I angling off? Do I see your fingers?
Now, the other day I was teaching my daughter sleight of hand. And in that teaching, you know, when I carry my knife with me, it's always behind my wallet, which I don't carry a normal wallet. I carry just like a credit card pouch. It's made by Fox, the racing guys, and it does have a money clip thing on there, so you can put money right here and then clip down on it, or you could clip on your pants, but it's upside down if you do. So, but the only modification I did is I cut a hole right here, so I can, because another card is on top that I don't need on YouTube. But if I get robbed, I don't carry cash, so I'm going to carry, you know, a knife behind, and when I go in, I'm going to use both my hands, and I'll go into my pocket, I'll reach over, you know, like everybody does when they go in their pocket, even though I don't need to. I'll reach over, and while I'm doing it, I'm going to slide my knife into my other hand, and I'm going to take this and go, you want my wallet? And I'm going to throw it at their feet. Throw it at their feet. Now, when they look down to get it, they're going to get us a nice surprise. Because they're going to hear that, and they're going to know that Digital has 100 and something knives that will fuck you up. Matter of fact, I got another Snody on the way. So, okay. Now, in the middle of me showing her sleight of hand and everything else, she tried to do sleight of hand on me, which I'm proud of her. Because she took her foot and tried to slide my wallet across on the floor when I'm looking at her eye level. And I saw it. And I caught her doing it.
It was a bit freaky, just saying.
It was what?
It was a bit freaky.
It was a big freaky. But you see my range. Now she's sitting in a chair just like I am right over here. So our eyes are about that far down. So
My eyesight is lower since I'm littler.
yeah, but still, you know, I caught it right off the bat. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay. Because I'm not looking, and I'm looking at her straight in the eye. But I can still see it. Because I trained myself to be looking at other places. You know, like people can train themselves to sleep with their eyes open. You can do that too.
Wait, how can you do that? Because then your eyes will get dried up.
They don't. Trust me.
What?
But, what this guy is doing is the first thing you're gonna find on a sucker punch person is they're gonna start doing stupid shit. Or they're not gonna do stupid shit. They're gonna wait. And they might wait to the side of you. So you gotta watch. You gotta have that whole vision that you can possibly have available, even though you're staring at somebody in the eye. You gotta be able to see over there and say, "Fuck you, asshole. I'll cut your goddamn dick off." And then, not worried about it. Because that's how these people win. There are like 2 rules in street fights. 1, for every action there's an equal or opposite reaction. Physics. Okay? Now, this guy was taking 4 people to try. He was taking 4 people on one at a time. Every 20 seconds, a new one would roll through to try to put him on the ground, and he won. Now, he won because those 4 people were amateurs. They didn't know shit. But working with my daughter, I showed her how you get around that. What he was doing. I know what type of technique he was doing. And, one of the best techniques to get somebody down, because I'm a ground guy. And trust me, you don't want to be on the ground with me. It's not a pretty sight. If this guy is playing the, usually you can go in head in, and then as soon as you get the body, you go behind and grab legs, pull up, go down, and as you go down, you slam them. You slam them down. Okay? And you drop to your knees at the same time. So you're doing like a mini power bomb on him. And this guy knows that technique. So he knows how to defend against it. Which is pushing that person's head down. Okay. Well, when a guy is pushing you back and is holding you back and you can't go forward to do that single move, that single move, well, that guy's pushing you back. You just got to keep him going, and then fucking pull him back. And pull him on the ground and come up on top of him. And you're going to be laying on him like you some bitch. And then you just, get up and just start beating the shit out of him. Gouge him in the eye, get on your knees and just start fucking wailing on him. All's fair in the street. But rule number 1 is don't have one thing to know you know, for like a takedown or a punch out. Don't have that, you know. You know why Muhammad Ali was badass? Because he float like a butterfly, stung like a bee. That motherfucker was just everywhere. Like, you don't know what the fuck's gonna hit you. It could be a fucking hook, jab, or boom, boom, boom. You know, whatever. You know? Don't be that guy that has that one thing. Because I dealt with you. You know, and it doesn't work. You know, it doesn't. The other thing is never ever get frustrated in a fight. If you're going toe to toe with someone and you get frustrated, you're going to lose. Now, my stepbrother growing up, his name is Nick. And he used to be kind of a bitch. And to toughen him up, I was that asshole that sat there and I called him Nicole every day until he just fucking foaming at the mouth. What up, Nicole? Oh, Jesus Christ, man, I was an asshole. And then he would run up and I'd just, bam, done. The other day, Vader growled at my wife and I was like, what the fuck? I called him in here, and when he got in here, I was already all over his ass yelling at him, you know, making him backpedal down the hallway, and I knew he was going to spring forward at one point. I already know it. I know dogs enough, and I was ready, and I bunk. See that nice black mark on my nail? Asshole. And boxers have hard heads. Very hard. But he needs to understand I'm always alpha, because he's not a normal dog. He's not a dog that I could open up the front door and let him go kick it on the porch. No. If somebody comes through the front door, he's going to bite the shit out of them. That's what he's trained to do. And, I mean, he's been trained, and I know you can. Vader! Bag of jerky. Up. Oh, you smell the jerky? Yeah? Did I punch you? Did I punch you? Hey, did I punch you? I punch you? What are you gonna do? Okay, good boy. No, I'm not gonna give you. Sit down. Get down. I'll give you a cookie. Cookie? Here. Up. Alright, you can go lay down. Good boy. Good boy. Go lay down. You gotta keep them remembering who's helpful. Now, the other day, I've been teaching my daughter techniques to defend herself out there. Yeah, and techniques to people punching, people pushing, because those are common things. You know, somebody pushed me, I'm going to thank him for giving me an arm. The other day, I got her in a chicken wing, just sitting here, and it happened so fast she didn't even know what to do, and she didn't even realize that chicken wing could actually break her shoulder, because obviously I'm not going to apply it to the point where it does, but I got her in it quick, and she needed to know how to get out of it. But then again, I showed her how to keep someone in it. You know, if you got somebody in a chicken wing, hey Bella, come here.
Yes?
Vader, go lay down. Come here.
Yes?
Ah, got you. Now come here. No, really. Now do it. Let's do that chicken wing thing again. So I got you like this. Now yesterday, didn't I get you in that chicken wing and you were like, wait, you were back enough. You wouldn't even be on this. Yeah, you're about right there.
That only like my elbow was seen.
Yeah, and I was able to get you in that chicken wing without even getting out of this chair.
Yeah.
But people underestimate it. Now, if I was to put you in it, now come here. If I got you in a chicken wing like this, the first thing you want to do is keep control of that forearm. And remember, tap me with your open hand if it hurts. With your other hand. So you can tap my leg or tap whatever part of the body you're close to.
What if I went like...
Because I probably won't notice that. Now, you got to keep control of the arm, and then you can keep applying the pressure. See, I got her forearm right here. You can keep applying pressure if you want to on this part until she's either on the ground or you can do something really bad and really evil. And if you're really athletic, you can do a front roll and just basically rip her fucking arm off. I'm not saying do that, but you can break somebody's shoulder really easy with that move. So that's why it's one of the things that I'm showing you, because it's so easy to get on somebody, but it's so hard to get out of. Now, what happens if you get frustrated?
You're gonna lose.
Yeah. Now, most of the situations that happen out on the street are going to be surprise attacks. Hold on for one more second. You're not going to know they're coming. I guarantee it. Because why would somebody with the big old sign above their head, I'm going to rob you, come fucking walking 2 miles down the road to meet you? You know, it ain't going to happen that way. I mean, go look at the 2 Chainz robbing video and shit. That guy came out of the middle of nowhere. He's got a gun. you're not going to pull fast enough. Oh, I didn't know how far your distance was because I was judging it by ear, but I was close enough to move your shirt. You gotta anticipate shit. Like if you're going around, if you're walking down the sidewalk and there's a sunken in door, you gotta get on the outside of that sidewalk so as you're walking around you can kind of peek in there and make sure nobody's just kicking it. Because I never went to jail for a reason. And if I can pick her up, flip her upside down, and spank her ass before she can even say shit, then trust me, I can do some damage pretty fast. And people think because I'm fat that I can't. Don't ever underestimate your opponent.
Don't judge him by his covering.
No. Because was I joking about flipping you upside down and spanking your ass? What? They can't see you.
No.
Okay. So your legs were pointed straight up in the air. And I was able just to sit here and just all day.
Not exactly all day, though.
Don't underestimate your opponent. Don't let your gun give you nuts that you don't have. And another reason why I'm the type of person to flip it up fast and go after someone is I want to see if they're serious or not. And so far, for my uploads, nobody's been serious. Nobody's done shit. And trust me. When you're calling people pussies in front of 40 people, you figure they might get a little offended. I wish I had a video of that. That was a good one. But check out this guy. This guy has... I like his some of his philosophies, but not all of them. But yeah, check him out. And don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be in a headlock like this guy's doing a headlock defense. And don't be afraid just to drop your weight. Like me, if somebody headlocked me, I just drop my weight. Fall on the ground. That's how I broke the dude's femur. Is I basically gave him he had his arm around my neck, but I dropped like Stone Cold does with this stunner, and I had my arm right on his thigh, and when it came down, it snapped. It was pretty cool too. Not for him though. Cried a lot. Shouldn't have hit me in the head with a baseball bat. Kind of pissed me off. Didn't knock me out either.